on this episode of the... Okay, go on and say it.
Eagle Talon.
Mitsu Gang?
What's going on, guys? I thought my camera was broken a little bit ago, but I was able to figure it out. The SD card wasn't all the way pushed in there. So, what we're doing on Royal's car, we are putting the rear motor mount on the car as well. We're going to be putting the front motor mount on the car as well. That's what I needed to do. That was the last thing that I needed to do before starting this car. So what I did was I took the windshield wiper fluid reservoir out from the back, as well took the intake pipe out, and I disconnected this power steering thing. I should probably just put that back on there, but I'm gonna leave that off for now so I can put that back on there and just lift it on there. And that was just holding under these two bolts right here, so I'm not too worried about it. But right now I got the mount in there and the 3 bolts in there. I ordered a set of swivels on Amazon, and I'm not sure when they're going to be getting here, but I'm needing a swivel for that back left motor mount that's back there. These two I can tighten down, but I want to put the I want to put that left one on first and then tighten these two down, because those are the most accessible. So I'll do that. I have to put a cotter pin in here because this is just going up. It's not going to go anywhere, but I want to put it in there just for safety. These two things that are going for the radiator, I'm not sure what they are, but I might block them off. I'm not sure. I got to do some research to figure out what that is. But because I am not sure what that is at all. So I'll figure that out. Other than that, it's just putting everything back together, and then we will see what the outcome is, guys. Guys, what's going on? So I got the rear motor mount on. 3 bolts back there, right there, and right there. I had to use the ultra extension to get it on there. Without my swivel, I didn't need my swivel, so I got them all tight. I can take this out, and then I can put the bracket on, and then put the through bolt in there. Probably putting it on this side so I can unscrew it from this side. I hate that some of them have it on the other side. It's so annoying. So I'm gonna put the bracket on, tighten that down. I'll let you guys see that, and then I'll put the through bolt in. This bolt is super long. There we go. Oh, just got to do that last bolt right there. So I had to reconnect that yellow wire right there because it got disconnected. So many spiders over here. Oh my gosh. Summertime is coming. And I got that last bolt on there tight. I do have to lift up the motor or the transmission to align those brackets to be able to hold on. So I have to lift that up or lift the car up. Probably have to lift the car up so the motor mount can be equal to that. Or let's see. Yeah, I gotta lift up the car, because if I lift up the motor, the bracket will be above the hole. So I gotta do that. Plug those holes, plug these, I believe, and So I gotta do, put the through bolt into that one, and then put everything back together. All right, guys. So it's been a couple days. I had to wait for I was off and another sunny day that I was able to get the mount in there with the bolts. I had to go get another nut to put on that screw. I think the screws, I think I have an example of what it looks like right here. I had to get another one of these nuts to fit on here, 10 millimeter. Put this back in here, that was a pain because it's not really attached to nothing because it's plastic, whatever. Connected the connectors on there and lifted this down and put it back up, put those nuts back on there. Those are all tightened down. Now what I'm going to do is I have to take that cross member right there and put the other mount that I got brand new on there, and I'll have you guys see that in just a minute. But I packed up the car as best I could on the grass. Hopefully it doesn't crush me, but that looks okay. As long as I'm quick, I won't be paranoid. So I'm gonna take that cross member from under there, take that out, put the new mount in, and then put it back up in there, and then put that through bolt in that one. Right, so what's that doing there? Anyway, I got it out. Yes, it's dirty, and I do have another one over there, and that one's dirty too. So my thought process on this is it's going back under the car where it rains here a lot and there's a lot of gravel everywhere. So it's just gonna, if I paint all this stuff, it's gonna get re-dirty if it's going under the car. That's my thought process. So I have the motor mount to go right here. I'm gonna go get the box and have you guys see it. Goes right there. It's supposed to go just like that. I think the front is supposed to be this way. I gotta fact check that to make sure that that goes the right way. But got that on there. I got the 2 bolts for it right there. And I have the through bolt that goes right in there. So cool, I got that. So correction, I found 2 washers to block off this from going in here, just like that, because I didn't like it. It was just stopping there. So yeah, I might need to find another one for this side so it can be equal, because it's not going to clamp down, or just find 2 more to put on this side. So that's what I'll probably do. Once I do that, I'll bolt these up here just like this, and then we can get going. Hey guys, so got the motor mount in there. It's nice and secure with all the rest of the bolts in there, and it's locked in. So we have all the motor mounts hooked up, the back one and the front. This one's hooked up, that one never got detached. So all we got to do now is put the battery in there and start her up, see what she does. We got it all on. Let's see how she does. Definitely gotta get but it's definitely working. Let's try to take it down the street. First time driving the car. To the house, figure it out. So it goes into gear pretty okay. Don't worry about this. I'm going to be fixing that, but I'm going to be taking it on another drive. This was just to make sure everything was going on. It's the first time I actually took it on the road. So I want to, yeah, so we got all the motor mounts in there. Everything is looking good. There was rattling for some reason. I'm not sure what that was, but everything seems to check out okay. Just need to figure out what that rattling was while trying to accelerate. So probably later on in another video I'll go on an in-depth thing of what I did to the car to make this a manual. So everything is looking good. Royal's car is basically done, but I still have to figure out what that rattling noise is when I'm accelerating. It could be just something hitting up against something just that small, or you forgot to put on something. So I'm excited. Tune in next time on the Eagle. All right.
Eagle Talon.
Mitsu Gang.